And with that, for a little bit more of the finger pointing, we bring in Illinois Congressman Krishnamoorthi from Chicago. Nice to see you, sir. Appreciate it. You heard Lindsey Graham there. He said there's never going to be a deal without wall funding. And we hear from leaders on your side of the aisle that there's never going to be wall funding if you want a deal. So it seems as though we're going to still be at an impasse for a while.
Unfortunately, that's the case right now. But what we see in poll after poll after poll is that the American people, a majority of them, do not want a wall, and an even greater majority don't want the government to be shut down because of the demand for wall funding.
Well, it seems as though a vast majority of Americans, though, feel as though we have an immigration crisis on the border. Call it what you want. They want the border secure.
That's correct. That's absolutely correct. I think that there are a lot of people in Congress on both sides of the aisle who are concerned about illegal immigration and want to control the borders, but want to do so in an effective way.
And tell me, sir, why is a wall not effective?
Well, as the GAO just recently explained to us in their report, it's very ineffective because we already have sections of the border with walls, and gangs go over them, they tunnel underneath, they go around, and drugs actually come right through the checkpoints.
That seems like a point to build a better wall, not to have them. And if somebody keeps coming in, you breaking down your front door, you don't say, I don't need a front door. You say, maybe I should put more locks on it, right?
Well, I think the reason why the American people don't want a wall is in part because of what Republican Will Hurd, who has much of the border in his own district, says, which is that it hurts the local economy, it hurts private property owners, and it doesn't do what Customs and Border Patrol agents want, which is they want more manpower, they want more technology.
Yeah, and they
just
also,
this morning, John Kelly repeated that in an interview with The Hill.
They also want physical barriers in certain places and say there needs to be money for more physical barriers. It certainly sounds like when the obsession over the wall, the word wall by Democrats seems about making political points of denying President Trump a political victory than securing the border. Why is that wrong?
Well, again, I think the reason why the majority of the American people don't want a wall but do want some physical barriers is because a wall is just ineffective and it hurts America rather than helps it. And hurts our cause of trying to control illegal immigration.
Let's deal with the same words here and make sure they mean the same things to both of us. When you say a wall won't work, you're saying a wall from the Gulf of Mexico to the Pacific Ocean along the Mexican border. We can stipulate, and reasonable people could agree, that there are places where a large physical barrier, by whatever name, needs to be on the border, correct?
That's actually the case right now.
Right, and one could stipulate that there needs to be more money to improve that physical barrier to your point, so the gangs don't go around it, above it, and over it, and under it.
Well, I think that as Customs and Border Patrol agents have reported to John Kelly, who gave an interview this morning or this weekend to The Hill, basically they don't want a wall from the Gulf of Mexico to the Pacific Ocean. They want more money for manpower as well as technology. And right now, the government is shut down.
Right, but
these Border Patrol agents aren't even being paid.
Congressman, you're talking about needing a lot more than $1.3 billion to do all the things that you just talked about, and still Democrats aren't offering more than that.
Well, I think that we should compromise with regard to the amount of funding for this type of technology and manpower. Absolutely.
Maybe we can make a deal here. We got a guy from the other side of the aisle coming up here in a minute with Kristen. Toss out a number and we'll see what he says.
Well, I think that it all depends. How long is the funding? Is it for a year or is it just 2 months? What are we talking about in terms of the needs of the Customs and Border Patrol agents?
Okay, well,
I want to hear from DHS and the people who are actually on the ground. But above all, we got to open the government, Leland. We got to open the government. That's what the American people want.
So there's no offer. There's no number other than 1.3.
I'm sorry?
Give a number that you'd support higher than $1.3 billion.
Well, I think that there are various numbers, 1.6, 1.7, 2.0. I don't know what the right number is because I want to hear from the Customs and Border Patrol agents. But above all, we got to pay them right now. If we really believe in border security, we can't have them work without pay, which is what's happening right now.
All right. Congressman, appreciate it. Good to see you.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right, Congressman Krishnamoorthi out of Chicago. Enjoy your New Year, sir. All the best.
Yes, sir. Happy New Year.